at our living village of Te Whakarewarewa. I'm your narrator for this show, folks, and my name is Harata. Kia ora!
Kia ora!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, firstly you are going to hear the sounding of the conch shell, the pumoana. Now, in days of old, the shell is blown to alert tangata whenua, people of the homeland, that an oncoming tribe was nearing. So a warrior will make his way onto the stage, brandishing one of our prized possessions in combat, the taiaha. He will perform for you all a condensed version of the wero. Now, the wero was a challenge established by my people to ascertain to see whether you, the oncoming tribe, were coming in peace or in war. Because reality was, they were not always there for peaceful reasons. Sometimes they would come and fight for land, or they would fight for resources on the land, such as vegetation. And in extreme cases, they would fight for the women, for they carried on the future generations. And so this challenge was very important to our people to try and determine to see whether the oncoming tribe were coming as friend or as foe. Following this, you will then hear the karanga, a wailing cry of welcome, given by one of the women in the group, simply welcoming you here onto our home ground. A whai kōrero, or speech of welcome, will also be given by one of our warriors, and the group will then complement his speech with a pātere. Now, pātere is an ancient monotone chant, and this is how we the Māori used to sing in days of old. It was only in this chant form before the guitar was introduced around the turn of the 20th century. So that, ladies and gentlemen, will end our formalities. The restrictions will be removed, and then we'll get into our entertainment proper. Our first item we're going to open our performance with is a waiata aringa, or a light-hearted hand action song. And here the men and the women will perform for you the wiri, the shaking or the quivering of the hand. Would you like to try this, folks? Cupping your hand, giving it a slight shake at the wrist and repeating after me, wiri. Wiri. Very good. And this action simply represents life, thus bringing life to the words that we sing. For we believe that where there is no movement, there is no life. It is also a very unique way in which we interpret our songs. Another way is with this implement here, we call the poi. Now, simply a ball on the end of a piece of twine, which we, the ladies, beat and twirl against the back and the palm of the hand, denoting sound, rhythm, and movement. Now, in days of old, the men were the first exponents of this implement, and they used it to give flexibility and suppleness to the wrist. And this helped with the use of the small handheld weapons that were used in close hand-to-hand combat. However, it is not necessary these days, so the ladies have carried on this art form, mainly emulating the flight patterns of our smaller birds and insects, one in particular, the Whakarewarewa, the white butterfly. We're also going to, also in days of old, folks, the poi was made by collecting a whole lot of tiny stones. We'd then encase it in the bulrush leaf, and then we'd make the twine part here out of the flax leaf, this green, long, green leafy bush just down here. And the poi we're going to demonstrate for you this morning is entitled Pākete Whiro, which means red scarf. And here we pay homage to our guides of yesteryear who first paved the way of tourism for our people. And in those days, they were well known and famous for wearing the red scarf as part of their uniform. Also, folks, we're going to feature for you ngā whakaraka, which is stick dancing. Firstly, starting with the tirako, the long stick. Here it is manoeuvred from side to side, up and around the body, like the poi, to give suppleness to the wrists, the forearms and the upper torso. And this is highlighted by our favourite pastime game, Tititoria, the short stick game. And the idea of this game is to simply pass the stick from player to player in time with the melody in the hope of not dropping the stick. And it was used to sharpen eye and hand coordination. Also, folks, let me introduce you to our informal greeting, which I mentioned earlier, and that was kia ora. So would you like to try saying that, folks? Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Kia ora. You've simply said hello, God bless, good afternoon, thank you, take care, goodbye, and its true essence, it means to be healthy or to be well. But we use it for all those other sayings as well. And they're two versatile words we use throughout New Zealand. So while on your travels, if you see any of the locals, just say to them, kia ora.
Kia ora.
And you're bound to get a friendly response. Also, I would like a volunteer to come up on stage or two, and we're going to demonstrate for you all our formal greeting, the hongi. So, who would like to volunteer? Any volunteers? Yeah, come on up, Sue. Good on you.
I think the only one I did a homie with was Hone and Shayna and Auntie. You did? No, but you weren't supposed to.
Alright, kia ora, Sue. What is your name? Miguel. Where are you from?
Brazil.
Nice to meet you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the brave Miguel all the way from Brazil. Now, have you seen our formal greeting, the hongi, before? No? Okay, let me show you what you're in for then. Facing me. This foot forward, handshake, 2 light presses, nose to nose. Kia ora. Well done, Miguel. You may have a seat. Give him a Right, ladies and gentlemen, can you repeat after me? Hongi.
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 Very good pronunciation. And that there, ladies and gentlemen, is our formal greeting. For those of you who didn't quite see it, it's a handshake, 2 light presses, nose to nose. The first press, we acknowledge those that have passed on, our ancestors. The second press, we acknowledge we the living. It also symbolises the joining of 2 breaths coming together to form one bond of friendship. So, folks, when you head back to your respective homelands, you may want to try this with your friends or your neighbours. I'm sure you'll leave a lasting impression. All right, folks, without further ado, please welcome to the stage now your performing group, the
Patsuami koe takatoa ke nā. Nā tāne koro I whakawehe, kia puta ki te whai ao, ki te āmarama. Ki te whare e tū nei, tāne whakapiripiri tēnā koe. Te marae, ki te papa e hora mai rā. Papa tītaka ngā o rātou mā tēnā koe. Kia koutou te hunga ora. Mai mai haere mai, ki te whakarewarewa tanga o te ope tau wā wāhi au. Ei rā mātou, mahi e ngā mahi o tātou tīpuna. Nā reira. Are ara mai o koutou taringa, pīkari ngā whatū. Ei rā mātou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Huri koe te whare, tēnā tātou katoa, he wai.
Tērā koe a koti ore ore rā. Tērā koe a koti ore ore rā. Hure hure ua rari unga. Roku kai kama,
toru whā!
world's most popular Māori love song. And we sing this in honour of two long ago ancestors who lived in this area several hundred years ago. They were the beautiful chieftainess Hinemua and the handsome warrior Tutanekai. Hinemua resided on our eastern shores of Lake Rotorua in a small village called Opatiura. And Tutanekai, he resided on Makuia Island, and that is the island out in the middle of our lake. Now these two met and they fell deeply in love, but due to tribal and social differences, they were forbidden to be together. And so they were separated, never to see one another again. However, one cold dark night, Hinemua could bear the separation no longer. In doing so, she decided to take matters into her own hands and defy her father's orders. So one cold dark night, she stole down to the lake's edge, disrobed, and with the aid of empty water calabash, she slipped into the freezing cold waters of Lake Rotorua and swam the 3-mile journey to Makuia Island, guided only by the sound of Tutanekai's flute as he played from the shores of his island home. She did reach there safely and they were reunited, because we're before you on stage and the people that reside in our village are just some of the many, many descendants of that long ago union. So in their honour we sing for you all now the beautiful Māori love song, Whakarewarewa.
Oh
haka. Haka was a Māori posture war exercise used by my people in days of old as a stimulus before entering into battle. Ha means breath and ka means fire. So haka was to ignite the fiery breath within, psyching the individual warrior up spiritually, physically and emotionally for the onslaught ahead. Every muscle on the body was used, including the enlargement of the eyes, the protrusion of the tongue, the guttural sounds of flexed muscles, all forms of intimidation to hopefully instill enough fear into the enemy that they would take fright, run away, and hopefully no battle would have to take place. And of course, in those times, instead of seeing 2 warriors, you would have seen more up to 400 or 500 warriors. But I think our warriors did a good job. Let's give them another. Gracious audience today, but unfortunately that item does bring our presentation to an end. We do hope you enjoy the rest of your stay here in our bubbly, sweet-smelling city of Whakarewarewa, and indeed our beautiful country, Aotearoa, New Zealand, land of the long white cloud, homeland to we the Māori people. Also folks, if you wish to take on a brand new guided tour, there will be another tour commencing at 1:15. If you please just make your way back down the hill and over the bridge to the admissions office on the left hand side, and a guide will meet you there. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, God bless you all, and don't forget to use those 2 beautiful words, kia ora. So all together, nice and loud, kia ora!